And welcome to another episode of my tips for a pentesting or security analyst career. Over the previous episode 70th, I had talked about how to automate large pen tests using specific tools, and I had mentioned Metasploit as the best tool for the job. Here I'm going to explain why that is. You normally run Metasploit to exploit the system, but not everybody knows that Metasploit has advanced database functionalities as well that allow you to integrate mmap scans with the Metasploit framework. For you to use database functionalities, you need to run the PostgreSQL service. For starters, I start the PostgreSQL service with this specific command you see here. After doing that, you launch Metasploit with the usual command. And in Metasploit, we can work with something called workspaces. Now, I already created a specific workspace for my home network called HomeScan. You create a workspace by adding the -a switch to this command, so you will add something like workspace -a HomeScan to add a new workspace. So here I moved to the specific workspace, and after doing that, I imported all the hosts from my mmap scan to the Metasploit database. So these are all the hosts included in my own network. Alright. The command for this would be this one. Now you see interrupt because I had already performed this command before. So you would run db underscore import, and then you would choose. So you would choose your mmap scan output file in XML format. In this case, is found in the specific folder. Okay, and that allows you to have all the hosts resulting from the mmap scan within Metasploit. With that being done, now out of clarity, I'm going to launch another session here to start fresh. Okay, so once we do that, and I'm going to move again to the specific workspace I created, we can work with services. So for example, we want to know how many hosts among the ones we imported run HTTP. And here you see all the hosts run in HTTP regardless of the port. Now some of those are virtual machines I use for hacking and vulnerable machines, and some aren't even online right now, but that's what I got here. So what's the advantage of having these functionalities at your disposal? Very easy. Now here you only see not even probably 10 hosts, but I had to deal with hundreds and sometimes thousands IP addresses running different types of services. If you want to enumerate on all the hosts running HTTP, and you have such a large engagement, it can be time consuming for you to run something like Nikto or Derby on each individual host. It's out of question. You can't do that. But what you can do is running, for example, an auxiliary module and have Metasploit automatically populate the rhosts field for you. So you will create a file that would automatically store for you all the hosts in your database running HTTP. How to do that? Very easy. First of all, let's choose an auxiliary module. So this is a very handy module that scans for directory listings on a web server, pretty much the same thing as Derby or Dirbuster do. But anyway, now we see we have several hosts running HTTP, but instead of having to add them manually, we can do something very easy and cool, which is to automatically have all these IP addresses added to the rhosts field. There you go, sorry, that was the wrong syntax. So you see that we automatically added all the hosts running HTTP to our rhosts field. And at this point, we can run this module to see what kind of results we get. Now, these aren't even 10 hosts, but think of what kind of advantage you can have if you had hundreds or thousands of hosts in your list and you had to run something like Derby or Dirbuster for each individual host at a time. So that would be time consuming and really out of question. Using functionality like this greatly speeds up your work and allows you to successfully close an engagement in a pretty reasonable time, which is what you always want to do, because even in a real world pen test, you have certain time frames when you need to wrap it up. Of course, you guys need to think of a way larger network situation than what I'm showing here, because I don't have a huge network. I can't replicate a real world environment here because that's only my home network and there's barely 10 hosts available. But I had situations where I really dealt with large subnets, kind of like /16, and with thousands of network inside, so thousands of hosts that needed scanned and checked. So this greatly helps, believe me. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have another great day and keep following me. Bye bye.